elephant. Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Rob Gegner. I'm at a very special place right now. Behind me is a giant elephant. Now that's not just any ordinary giant elephant, my friends. That is Lucy the elephant. The famous elephant of Margate, New Jersey, which is right near Atlantic City. Now this has been like super famous. We'll go inside real quick to get the story about Lucy, but before we do, I want to tell you a quick story about elephants. Now, do you know how they train elephants in the circus? Like, you go to the circus, right? And you see these giant, massive creatures, these beautiful, elegant, majestic creatures, and there's doing all these tricks. The trainer will, like, snap his fingers or whip his whip, and the big elephant will get on its legs like that, and it'll do tricks, and it'll walk around, and it's like tame, and you're kind of amused by that, and it's like, oh. But on the other hand, you're like, oh, well, that's kind of sad, you know. Elephants are really not meant to do those sort of things. They're wild animals. They're meant to be free in the wild. So how is it that these elephants are trained? At any second, if they wanted to, they could stampede, because if you ever seen like a YouTube video of an elephant going out of control, they're massive. They could take down a city street if they wanted to. But how come they're not doing that? How is it that they are trained? So as a very young baby elephant, what the trainers do is they tie a rope very tightly around this baby elephant's leg and nail it to a stake. So obviously the baby elephant's instinct is to break away and to get free, because as all creatures of life, that's all we want to do is be free. So this stretching and writhing around and trying desperately to get free, struggling until it runs out of steam and energy, and then finally, after countless numbers of times of trying to break free and being in true pain, it gives up. The elephant gives up. And then as it grows up, they don't have to nail the stake down into the ground anymore. All they have to do when the elephant has matured and grown up is tie a little bitty rope around its leg and maybe tap the stake into the ground. It's not even like firmly fixed in there. It could get away at any time, but it's so fixed in its memory, because elephants are known for their memories, that there's no use. I can't get away. I am tied to the ground. So the elephant, the giant, magical, powerful creature, becomes submissive to the will of man. And that is how it's trained. And that is how it lives its life until it dies. It's mistreated, and it does these tricks, thinking that it's shackled to the ground, but in reality, it has a choice. In reality, at any moment, it could just move its leg, and break free, and run, and be happy. Have you ever felt like that in your life? Maybe you're sitting at a desk at a 9-to-5 job that you just really don't enjoy, and you think back to the memories of when you were actually happy, living out your passion, your creativity, living out your purpose, and doing something and engrossing yourself in something that was magical and bigger than you. And then you find yourself in a situation where maybe things aren't going well. Maybe you're not happy in whatever area it is, your job, your relationship, but you got this idea in your head that you're shackled to your situation, you're shackled to your problems, you're shackled to your troubles. Well, what if you're not? What if all that's around your leg is just a little piece of rope that you can just move your leg, take it off, and run free into your dreams again? That's what I invite you to do, my friend. And that is what the giant, mighty elephant represents to me and to millions of other people. And if all these people on this earth right now made up their minds to move in the direction of their dreams and be that powerful, mighty elephant again that they were born to be, well, then the world will be an entirely different place. So let's go inside and get some more insights on the magical elephant that is Lucy. We'll see you back in a bit. So we're inside the elephant Lucy. I'm here with Jeremy Bingaman, an expert on elephants. So tell me, how did Lucy come to be?
Well, Lucy was built by James Lafferty. He was trying to sell real estate, actually, in this area. And at the time, Atlantic City was booming big time. So he built this as an attraction to kind of bring people down from Atlantic City to buy his property. And so that's the original reason why she was built in the first place. Lucy is all over. I mean, in the actual movies and stuff like that, she was in Boardwalk Empire, the movie Moulin Rouge, the elephant that they're singing in and all that kind of stuff was loosely based off of Lucy. So there's just a lot of examples of her throughout different things. Even Mr. Rogers did an episode here of Lucy. So she's all over the place. You just got to go out there.
How are humans like elephants?
Oh gosh, don't make me mad. No, I think that elephants and humans are very much alike. I think that they're a very caring creature, and I think that humans are very caring by nature. And I think it's just they're a product of their environment, how they're shaped and stuff like that creates who they grow up in. Well, as you were saying, with tying the rope around, like it was a way to kind of restrict them and keep them under control. And I think, like you were saying, that there's a lot of people in the world that are being held, figuratively, and by a little rope, and it doesn't allow them to be free and do what they want. I know personally myself, I grew up in a very conservative area, and I mean, I grew up feeling one way about things, and I was a product of my environment, and it took several years for me to break that hold that that environment had on me so I could live my life the way that I really felt that I should. And I mean, just as an example, I was married for almost 10 years, and I am a gay man, so I eventually got divorced and realized that this is the way I want to live my life rather than being married. I mean, other people have their own things that are holding them, but that was mine.
Wow, truly inspiring. Jeremy, thank you so much for
You're so welcome.
Isn't that awesome? Well, gang, I'm finished here, so I hope you learned something about elephants and about yourself. Check out Hero Holistics wherever you can find it, and have an amazing, powerful, magnificent, elephantastic day. Take it easy.